Life is like being in the kitchen, and one of the greatest lessons it teaches us is patience. Because just like food needs time to come together, our goals, dreams, and even relationships need time to develop. And when we learn patience, we begin to see life with a whole new perspective. Think about cooking for a moment when you put rice on the stove. You don't expect it to be soft and fluffy in 1 minute, you know it will take time. Simmering slowly, absorbing water, and transforming into something delicious. The same goes for meat. If you rush it, it comes out tough. But when you let it cook slowly, when you wait, it becomes tender and full of flavor, and life is no different. Patience teaches us to trust the process, to believe that even though we can't see immediate results, something good is happening in the background. Sometimes we forget that every strong tree we admire started as a tiny seed buried underground, invisible for a while, but slowly growing roots and with time, breaking through the soil. That's patience, trusting that what's happening beneath the surface will eventually show. In everyday life, patience comes in the little moments, waiting in line at the store, sitting in traffic, or standing over a pot while it boils. These might feel small, but they're really training us for the bigger weights, waiting for a promotion, waiting for a dream to come true, waiting for healing, or waiting for the right relationship. If we can't handle the small weights, we won't handle the big ones. So every time life makes us wait, it's really building us. Patience also shapes our character, because waiting is not easy, and that's why it's powerful. When we wait, we learn endurance. We learn self-control, and we learn how to keep moving without giving up. Think about bread dough. You knead it. You set it aside, and nothing seems to be happening. But deep down, the yeast is working. And when the time is right, it rises beautifully. If you cut the time short, the bread is flat, but if you wait, you get something soft and amazing. Life works exactly the same way. Sometimes it feels like nothing is happening, but in reality, everything is rising. Everything is preparing. That's why patience is so important. And when it comes to relationships, patience is a must. No one is perfect. Everyone grows at a different pace. And without patience, we get frustrated with people. We expect too much too soon, and we end up hurting connections. But when we are patient, when we give people time to learn, time to change, time to heal, we build stronger, deeper bonds. A stew tastes better the longer it cooks, and people grow stronger the longer we give them space to mature. Patience in relationships is love in action. But let's not forget the hardest patience of all, patience with ourselves. We are often our own worst critics, expecting instant change, instant results, instant success. We start working out and want to see muscles in 1 week. We try a new skill and expect to master it immediately. We set goals and want to achieve them overnight. But life doesn't work that way, and neither do we. Being patient with yourself means celebrating small steps, understanding that growth takes time, and trusting that as long as you keep showing up, progress is happening even if it feels slow. You don't learn to cook in 1 day. You don't master a recipe on your first try. And every successful person you admire had seasons where they were still learning. Fast followers, fast money, fast results. But anything that comes quickly can also disappear quickly. Real success is like slow cooking. It's richer, deeper, and more satisfying. When you slow cook a sauce, the flavors blend and create something unforgettable. And when you allow your dreams to develop with patience, they become strong enough to last. Every athlete trains 4 years before winning. Every musician practices countless hours before playing beautifully. Every business owner struggles before seeing profit. Behind every story of success is a story of patience. Waiting doesn't mean doing nothing. It means staying consistent, putting in the work day by day, even when you don't see instant results. Patience is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And then there's the beauty of waiting. Waiting makes us appreciate things more. Imagine if everything you ever wanted came instantly, would you even value it? Probably not. The reason we enjoy harvest is because we planted seeds and waited months. The reason we enjoy food is because we smelled it cooking, watched it sizzle, and anticipated the taste. The waiting builds the joy. Sunsets are beautiful because we wait for them. Flowers are special because they bloom in their season. Waiting is not wasted, it's preparation. It's appreciation, it's beauty in the making. And when what you've been waiting for finally arrives, the joy is 10 times greater because you know the patience it took to get there. So as I'm cooking here, letting the ingredients soften and blend, I'm reminded that patience is the secret ingredient of both cooking and life. It makes us calmer because we don't feel the need to rush everything. It makes us stronger because we learn how to endure without breaking. It makes us wiser because we learn that timing matters as much as effort. Patience is really about trusting yourself, trusting the process, and trusting that life will bring things together at the right moment. Sometimes the waiting feels long, but when the right time comes, it will be worth it. Just like when this meal is finally ready to enjoy. So if you're in a season of waiting, don't be discouraged, think of it like cooking. Because the longer it simmers, the richer the flavor will be, and when it's done, it will be worth every minute.